just 12 years old. What is hot in her hands? Why is the world just so cold? And she was just standing there, barely just 12 years old. What is hot in her hands? Why is the world just so cold? Why is she?
Let's wait for it to come back. So, assalamu alaikum. It's time to continue the proceedings with the Q&A section. A few words only about the Q&A. We have volunteers with microphones on each side here. And to make it easy, the ones who want to ask questions should go to the volunteers. So it would be nice if you formed a line or approached the volunteers, because it's difficult for me to sit here and see who wants to have a question or not. And some people, they look at the volunteers instead of going, I want to ask a question. So when those who do that get priority, they get upset. So I would prefer you to go to the volunteer, or to make contact with the volunteer, and then we try to sort of take one volunteer at a time. You understand what I mean? Everybody understands? And it's nice with questions which are on topic, meaning women's rights. If you have questions who are off topic but more general, they might be accepted, but they might have lower priority. Is that okay? Yeah. Also, if you feel shy to ask a question, there are slips of papers which you just give to the volunteers, and they will read them in due time. And usually all vocal questions will have priority, but if there's a really relevant question, I mean, the volunteer has the right to take it. And I already got a written question, so I'm going to break my own rules and read that one first, so the volunteers have the time to set up their microphones and so on. So the question is as follows. Naturally, women are weaker than men. Then why do we need to give them equal rights? And in that case, in what sectors do they have equal rights? And for the women, I'm not the one asking, so you don't have to bash me. Just kidding.
I don't know the brother or sister there.
It's a brother.
It's a brother. The brother posed the questions that usually we know that women are weaker, and then why we have to give them the rights? And now he needs the basic answers that what rights and women can have to access in Islam. My brothers and sisters of Islam and humanity, we have to be very clear about the statements that we made. Women, they are weaker in some extent, but they are strong in some other extent. Yes, they're emotional, but men have more strength. In some women, they are exceptional. We have restless women also. So women can have more strength, and not in all aspects. But which rights we should give? We are not here to give rights to the individuals. That comes superiority. The man is giving rights to a woman, but the right has been clearly defined by the Creator himself. Look at what is the consequence of the society. Many societies have tried to uplift the women by their own laws. And I'm sorry to say, one of the very small examples that I would like to give from the country that we live now, in Sweden. Last year, there were a few groups of women. They were shouting that they are supposed to allow to open their upper garments in the swimming pool. You know, men are very fishy. The men are clever because they want to take the unfair advantage from the women. So in the swimming pool, you know, the men have an extent from navel to the knee. And usually we see the pictures or the posters, men need not to wear the upper clothes. So he removed the upper clothes and he swims. The women, there are some problems with the women. They also claim that they must be given the same right to remove the upper clothes. The man is there to sit, to have this pleasure. This is an unfair advantage. And then the government, they permits, okay, let the women to have. There are nude beaches where men and women are allowed to open their clothes. I have this newspaper and I'm feeling shame to show it in the computer screen. If you see this picture in Australia, they wanted to celebrate the women's rights and other festivals. You see, men and women are same. So all of these pictures are nude. Absolutely no clothes in men and women. Who gives these rights? The rights has been given by the human. Allah the Almighty is the most wisest. He knows what is the extent for men and what is the extent for women. So the right has been given by the Creator. We, as a man, must not try to enforce the women to access their rights. We have to encourage them because it is our obligations to give them the rights.